You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some fried balls.
What is up, NASCAR Diecast collectors and diecast reviewers on YouTube? Welcome to the NASCAR Diecast news show, hosted by me, Original Big Bri, as always. So guys, this is going to be a very interesting and, I mean very interesting video. Probably going to be a little lengthy as well because we got ourselves a good amount of news to tell you guys. And all of them have a good abundance of the new release diecast, pre-orders, and cancellations. There is a good amount for each section, guys, and I am looking forward to give my honest reviews on all this latest news because we got a bunch. So get your popcorn and get ready because this is going to be hopefully entertaining for all of you guys. Also, we got some latest news as well for the quote lost wave that NASCAR Authentics has ironically made. So it's going to be pretty interesting once I get to that. And also, we're going to take a look at an exclusive promotional card that could be very similar to any other ones that we have found. So we're going to get to all that latest info and more, guys, as the NASCAR Diecast news starts right now. But before we go and carry on, guys, let's take a look at the best-selling diecasts that were from 2 weeks ago. Alright everybody, the NASCAR Diecast news has started, and let's get on with the program, y'all. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the newly released diecast. We got a good amount. Like always, guys, I'm only going to be doing my share or review of cars that are fairly different than this year. So guys, if you guys don't know, then that will be excluding the Chase Elliott Championship car for 2014, the Casey Kane Great Clips 2015, the 2015 Aspen Dental from Danica Patrick, the 2015 Kurt Busch State Water Heaters, Rob's favorite, Race Day 2011's favorite, the Eric Almirola Smithfield car, and the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Tax Slayer for Xfinity. But other than that, I will be taking a review on all these other cars, and I'm going to start off with the first NASCAR Classic car that has came out for this year, and it did came out early March. But guys, like I've said in previous videos, I do not only show one car for the release. There has to be at least one or more. So that's why this is kind of late. So I just joined it on with this other release that we had and a couple others. But anyways, guys, yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, it's kind of cool that they made this, you know, because when Jeff Gordon won the Brickyard race last year, exactly 20 years after he won his first one, so that was really cool. Would have been cool if they made a 164 for his 2014 win, but still, I mean, this brings back a lot of memories, and, you know, perfect time and a perfect year to bring this car back, and hopefully we're going to see this paint scheme or livery to carry on for this year. I'm really hoping Exalta is finding something, and hopefully we're going to see a render very soon. I don't know when, but I'm hoping they at least show this paint scheme on the Exalta car one last time before Gordon, you know, retires for Hendrick Motorsports. But other than that, pretty cool and pretty raced. But yeah, next up, guys, is another car that many fans have anticipated, especially with all the controversy that the Texas race had, the Chase Texas race. But I might kind of give away right there, but it's a Jimmy Johnson Lowe's Red Vest car. And very similar to all those Jimmy Johnson schemes that he's had, you know, with the blue and all that, and the white and all that, the stripes. So very, very similar, but decided to go with a little red, and it was different, I have to say. He did one with that race at the controversial Texas Chase race, you know, with the Keselowski and Gordon incident, you know, so that was quite entertaining. I mean, I don't think anybody really considered Johnson winning the exciting parts, but yeah. But a lot of Jimmy Johnson fans are going to be very excited to get this car, even though it's on the PTC mobile, you know. This car was going to be canceled. It was on the DMP list, I believe, sometime last year, but it did got made, so good job. So that'd be kind of ironic if they canceled Jimmy Johnson's car, but overall, pretty cool car, and any Johnson fans, I would highly recommend getting it. Now let's go to the 2015 diecast, and we're going to start off with the man who has been dominant this season already. He has only finished first or second so far in this season, and it's your former champion, Kevin Harvick. His Dietech car is out, and I'd say this is probably my favorite one so far for this release right now. For this release particularly, this is my favorite one. I definitely love seeing Dietech coming back. You know, they sponsored the Brian Vickers when he first drove for Hendrick Motorsports in 2004 and 2005-ish. So really cool they brought that sponsor back in a very unique way. I don't know what the hell Dietech is, but you know, I love this blue. It's a different feel for Kevin Harvick, and I like it a lot. I'm not quite sure when he's going to drive this scheme, but it's a pretty nice looking car, despite it being on the base, but you know, it's Kevin Harvick. But would recommend getting it. Definitely one of my favorite schemes for 2015 for Kevin Harvick. Next up is the Casey Kane Farmers Insurance car. And I have to say, when this car first came out on the render, I didn't really like it. I really didn't. I really thought, I mean, if you guys remember, this is actually the scheme that the fans voted for. Because, you know, for last year, Farmers Insurance had a contest to for the fans to decide what the scheme's going to be for next year. And this is what they got. And I have to say, it's I didn't really like it at first, but now, since I saw it on the diecast form, it actually looks really, really nice. It's a nice different feel. I mean, not really the biggest Casey Kane fan out there, but would recommend getting this car. Probably my favorite Casey Kane car for this year, since all the other ones have mostly been the same. Alright, and I think the last car I'm going to be reviewing is the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kelly Blue Book car. And I like this car a lot more than last year's. I thought last year's was just, it needed a lot more blue on it because, you know, I mean, Kelly Blue Book, I mean, it just needs more blue. That's what I thought. So I wasn't really a fan of last year's scheme. This year's, I really love it. I love the extra addition of blue on the car. It really makes the car what it's known for, Kelly Blue Book, you know. So I definitely love the scheme. So like I said, probably my favorite junior scheme so far. So one of my favorites on this release. Really, really interesting. But yeah, let's go on with your newest pre-orders now, guys. Alright guys, so let's start things off with the pre-orders. Let's start off with the Keselowski cars. You know, you got the I'm really excited about these two Keselowski cars that are being produced. I'm not quite sure when he's driving these cars. I mean, but really cool that I mean, I'm not really the biggest Team Penske fan out there, but I'm really excited that they are making the return of retro schemes for Keselowski. the Miller Light Genuine Draft car. You know, that is in tribute of Rusty Wallace's old car. If you guys remember that, that is a very memorable car, and definitely I think that is going to be a favorite. I know one of my good buddies, Race Day 2011, is going to love that car because before he was a big Denny Hamlin fan, he's a big Rusty Wallace fan. So really, that's going to be cool. Same thing with the Miller High Life car. You know, that is a tribute to a much more older car. That is Bobby Allison, not Davey Allison. Sorry, I got those guys confused. But yeah, Bobby Allison's old car. If you guys remember that. Sorry, I'm not really getting into much detail, guys, but we got a lot of pre-orders. So my baseline, I definitely would recommend getting those two cars. I'm pretty sure they're going to be made, despite all the hate Kozlowski has. But really, really nice schemes, and looking to see those cars on the track very soon. Alright, I'm going to skip through a couple. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with the Rika Smith cars. You got Exalta and FAS car, but I like to call this car the glow stick car. And not really gonna say too much about the Exalta car, but the FAS car, man, that car is going to look very nice on a night race. You know, whenever the Xfinity cars go to a night race. I don't know when the first one is, but that's gonna be nice, and hopefully that car will be made because that's gonna be an interesting video. I think me and Rob are gonna call that car the glow stick car when we do the review on that car later in the year. So would recommend. I think that's my favorite fire alarm services car right now. But that is a very, very nice car. But yeah, guys, and also for any Denny Hamlin fans, the Sport Clips cars finally offered. I mean, I'm not quite sure what the deal was with Sport Clips and the Cup Series. I mean, wasn't no problem with them in the Xfinity Series, you know, because they made the samplers, but they haven't really offered any Denny Hamlin Sport Clips car, and now they finally got the addition to. However, they don't have a Carl Evans one yet, which I'm hoping they will, because they're making most of his other diecasts, and I'll get to the other two of his diecasts that are offered very soon. I'll get to that like right after this. But yeah, I really hope this car gets made. You know, a lot of Hamlin fans have anticipated for a Sport Clips car. We thought NASCAR Authentics was going to make one, but guess it didn't go through. So hopefully this does not get canceled. Hopefully it gets the amount of pre-orders, and hopefully we'll finally see a Sport Clips car come in for the Cup Series and get it in diecast form. Well, the next car I'm going to talk about, guys, I really probably should say this for last, but it just comes up in the order. The Miss Sprint Cup 2015 car. Oh my god, another dread return. We know this car is going to get canceled. It barely made it last year. 2013 was just, you know, a promotion. That's how it got made. This year, Lionel's wasted the time. I'm not really going to say too much about this car. This thing, if you want customs, go ahead and make it, but this car is not going to be made for sure, because no one's interested in this Sprint Cup, alright? It's just, why do they need it on diecast to promote Sprint? Like, come on. Isn't the Sprint Cup Series enough to promote their shitty sponsorship? Yeah. But, yeah, now let's get on with the Carl Edwards cars, the Comcast and Subway cars. I'm really excited for the Subway car. I'm really glad that is one of Carl Edwards' sponsors that returned with him. Well, actually, that's his only sponsor that ended up returning with him, or all the other sponsors ended up leaving him, so very, very sad. But not too many people like that Subway car. It's very much of a test car, but you know what? Me being a biased Carl Edwards fan, he could drive a shitty-ass car, and I still love it. I mean, that's how biased I am, but I kind of like this new change, and it kind of matches his fire suit. You know, his fire suit is usually black and all that, so it's kind of, his outfit kind of matches now. I mean, so, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's a different change, you know. Wish they could offer more to it, but hopefully this definitely gets made. But I'm kind of excited for the Comcast car. Not too excited for the sponsor, but I like how Carl Edwards is back in a blue and white car. Reminds me a lot when he drove his Fastball car in the Nationwide Series and Cup Series, you know. So I definitely would say that is, ironically, probably my favorite. I mean, the Stanley car is really close, but I say this one could be just right there because just the addition of blue and white, I mean, such a signature two colors for Carl Edwards, you know. Fastball's always been one of my favorite sponsors and schemes for Carl Edwards, so really cool that sponsor like Comcast was able to go and do this. I mean, probably was a coincidence that their colors were blue and white, but you know, I just love it, and I cannot wait for this car to come out. Man, oh man, I love that blue and white on it. So yeah, Now I'm going to go on to the Toyotas, guys. I mean, for the Xfinity cars, which, yeah, they are making a new mold for that as well, because the Toyotas changed for both series. So the Daniel Suarez and Eric Jones cars are going to be offered, and I have to say, those are pretty nice looking cars. I love the Eris car, and I love the GameStop schemes. Very interesting, you know. Hopefully these cars will get made, because, you know, with the route the Xfinity cars have made, you know, so far we've had Chase Elliott and Dale Jr. cars being made so far. And it's not been doing good, and a lot of other cars have been canceled, so I don't know what the fate for these two cars are yet. I mean, I don't know if they're going to get made or not because how the rate's been going, but who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us, but I don't know. Just people got to pre-order. Come on, guys. Pre-order. Pre-order! Man. Yeah, I think we'll review two more. Let's talk about the Brian Vickers Aaron's car. The render for that finally got released, and I have to say, by the way, Brian Vickers, wishing the best of luck to you. I mean, just having another blood clottage, that's gotta suck real bad. I wish the best for you, for you and your family and your health. Family and your health always comes first before racing, so wish you the best of luck, man, and hopefully everything will pull through together. But, yeah, guys, we would recommend getting this car if you guys are, you know, in support for Brian Vickers and everything he's been through. I mean, God bless him. Who knows if he will be ever be racing again. I mean, just very, very sad to hear the latest news that happened regarding Brian Vickers. So, yeah. And last car, guys, is the that I'm going to be reviewing. I did skip over a few, but I thought most of those were very unnecessary, and I had to save as much time as I can because it's going to be a lengthy-ass video. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be reviewing now the DoShine car. And this is a scheme that just got released from Hendrick Motorsports. This is a scheme that the 100 will be driving at Bristol Motor Speedway, coming up very, very soon. I think that's actually, no, that is 3 races right. I thought it was next race. God, I'm losing it today. But to sum it up, this car's been getting a lot of controversy. I don't know why, because DoShine is like similar to Moonshine, but I looked at the product, and Mountain Dew DoShine is strictly Mountain Dew. I don't know what the difference is, but it's just something. I don't know, but it's been getting a lot of controversy, but still, this car's even made because it's a Dale Jr. car. I don't mind it. I mean, kind of a cool car. I mean, considering kind of reminds me of St. Patrick's Day that just happened earlier this week. So, kind of the right time to promote this now. But yeah, pretty cool. Now, guys, we're getting on to cancellations, and holy crap, I'm running out of breath, and we're down 14 minutes already. So, sorry if this video is gonna be a little long, but I will try to sum it up as the best I can, guys. We got ourselves a lot of news. But let's get on with the cancellations, guys. And I have to say, this year, for our first topic for the cancellations, this year has been such a crap year for Regan Smith cars. We've got, oh man, the Barriers car got canceled, the Hellman's car got canceled. Just what more can Regan Smith do? Well, unfortunately, his fire alarm service Sleuth's car got canned, which was actually made last year, and the Napa synthetic oil, which was also made last year. But that car was really nice. I was looking forward to that. Such a huge bummer for Regan Smith. Like I said, we did get 2 new diecast pre-orders for Regan Smith, but I don't know if those are going to be made. I mean, you only got those 2 in the Anderson's car, so I think this year's been a really, really tough year for Regan Smith for just not being enough pre-orders. You can't really blame Lionel. I mean, we all get pissed off at the cancellations, but it's mostly just the people. People aren't pre-ordering, you know? But yeah, same thing with the Ty Dillon Cheerios car. So his car that he ran the Daytona 500 didn't got made. So, you know, same thing as I said. Same with, but this is actually the David Starr car got canceled from Plan B Sales. It was a Plan B Sales only exclusive, and it got canceled. So that was kind of a late news, but it is confirmed. So kind of sad that that car has to go. And all the remaining of the cars, yeah, they were canceled. You know, Jimmy Johnson, you know, not too many people kind of excited for that. You know, it's a dual win, so I guess they got pre-orders. And both Kevin Harvick's Bad Boy Buggy's cars were canceled, so can't really say too much about that because, you know, people don't really like all the Cup guys driving in the Xfinity Series, so I see why those 2 got canceled. But yeah, so that's it with the cancellations, guys. So that's mostly all it for those three categories right there for all that. But now we're going to get on to the Lost Wave, guys. The Lost Wave for NASCAR Authentics. So, yeah. Alright, so most of the info I'm getting from one of my good friends, David Land, on YouTube. If you guys haven't checked him out, definitely check him out. He is like the Spin Master King, you know. He reviews anything that is Spin Master for NASCAR Diecast. And you can also see his latest release, which his latest new release of videos regarding actually this Lost Wave I'm going to be talking about right now. So let's go and get to that. So yeah, actually, this car was actually these four cars I'm going to show right here were actually supposed to be released sometime around Christmas time. But what happened is that there was like a strike that was going on in California around that time with the shipping and all that. You know, I mean, people were on strike because they didn't want to ship any items out or something. I mean, don't really know the full story, but I'm just getting all this from David Land. But yeah, I mean, that's why it took really long. And also, when these cars finally came out, they were only seen at Meijer, which is like a little grocery store that's in you know, most of the southern part of the U.S. You know, like Kentucky-ish and all that. Kentucky, Indiana, that's where most of Meijer's at. So it's kind of like a Kroger, or, you know, if you're familiar with any of those big supermarket stores. But now people are starting to see them in Walmart. So now it's kind of released. It's kind of now a regular release now. But I want to get this straight out to the point. It is a 2014 release, alright? It's not Wave 2 for 2015, so if people are getting confused, that's definitely 2014. But what I gotta say about these cars, I mean, not really too much to say about that. To be honest, I probably want to get any of these. I mean, but if you're, there's a lot of people who are very interested with the Joey Logano AAA car, and many people have been waiting for that car to come out, and it's finally out, so definitely get that. I don't know, I've really been a big fan of the test cars. I don't know, but that's a pretty cool Danica car that they decided to make for test cars, but it's kind of a short category though, you know, because they only had the Dale Jr. National Guard one and Can't Quite Go Daddy, and since they're still testing this year, so yeah, pretty kind of a short category for the test cars, so I'm not quite sure why they threw it in there, but kind of short wave. Speaking of short wave, yeah, this car only had 4 cars, but it did came out with 3 other cars as well. The Dale Jr. National Guard, the Austin Dillon Dow, and the Eric Almirola 43 one, which actually has a different picture on it, so it's a little variation. But you probably guys are wondering why the hell they decided to re-release those. Well, I kind of see it as a good thing, because if you didn't have the opportunity to get any of those diecasts from previous waves, now it's the time to get to. So if you want to get that Almirola car, which I'll probably be looking forward to get that, because I never got the chance to get it, that car. But yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. I mean, kind of takes up space though for a newest wave, so kind of a bummer. But I mean, there's like an irony to that. It's kind of a good thing, but also a bad thing as well. But yeah, but now we're gonna go on to the last topic, guys, and it is about the promo. The newest promo has came out, guys. One of our good friends, one of our good fans from Instagram, JR. Not quite sure if I am saying this right. Holy crap! I'm gonna have to find the picture of it. I think it's JR Pace 87. I think. Yeah, that is it. But yeah, he ended up buying a promo of a 2013 Regan Smith Guy Roofing car. So it looks like that they actually made this. It was like only 5,000 that were produced, and could be pretty rare. And this is not a custom. If you want to take a look at this guy's pictures, I'll put JR Pace's Instagram in the description, because he's got all the angles for the cars. He even has actually it's not even Regan Smith, I guess. It's like the Atlas Copco car. It's got no driver on the windshield name, but yeah, pretty interesting. I think one of my good friends at Diecast Reviews would definitely enjoy that car. So pretty interesting. I think it's gonna be pretty hard to find, and if you guys could get a hold of it, and hell, I mean, that'd be pretty interesting. Sorry guys, I'm like trying to think anymore. I'm like out of breath. This is I think this is actually the first time in the Diecast News where I'm actually out of breath, because this is a lot of news I'm trying to process in my head. So but yeah, guys, that's about it with the Diecast News. Sorry I'm out of breath now, man. This is a lot of news. Holy crap, Diecast News is really starting to exhaust me now. Holy crap. But yeah, guys, If you guys always enjoyed this video series, please give a good comment, like, and subscribe for any more of the Diecast news, the Diecast out there, anything Diecast out there. Check the Instagram, the Facebook, you know, yada yada. Holy crap, I'm sweating. I think I'm going to have to take down and take a nice little nap before I start editing this. So, yeah, guys, we'll see you guys next time on a hopefully not so stressed out Diecast news. And sorry this is really long, but we have a lot of news, and hopefully it'll be back to normal schedule in the next week or so, depending when the newest Diecasts are out. But yeah, guys, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go take a nap and drink some water. So we'll see you guys next time on the Diecast news. Any more of the latest Diecast news to come. So, see you all next time.